I don't have anything ridiculous, you know.
The deadest intro, bro. This video. Welcome everybody back to Dynasty Cardcast episode. I believe it's episode 6 with your host, myself, Tingy. And we've got Cavish, we've got Nick, we've got MJ, and we have Shaban. Can we, everyone, get a quick introduction for the viewers out there?
Who wants to start?
I guess I'll start.
So, as you guys know me, I've been in a couple of the podcasts already. I'm Shaban, also known as Khans on the Discord, because a lot of people still don't know who I am. But there we go. Ash, that's for you. Now you know.
MJ.
It's MJ. You're apparently resident casual, as someone likes to say.
Alright, Nick.
I'm Nick. I'm the best Dynasty TCG player around. I'm a senior rep, and I have the best opinions, and everyone else here is wrong, apart from Cavish.
Okay, and Cavish.
That's funny.
Actually, the actual best Dynasty player around, the guy that's clapped everyone here, except for Nick because I haven't played him. But MJ and Kaforn's taken too many L's, and I am a more senior rep than Nick. Nice to meet you.
Sorry, old man.
Right.
Just because you're old, sorry.
I am loving this. So obviously, we've got a great crowd this weekend. It's not even the weekend, it's Tuesday. I don't know why I said that. We've got a great crowd this week with 4 extra players, which means less work for me because I don't have to give an opinion. Maybe every so often. But it means...
Your opinion doesn't matter anyway, though, so...
Whoa.
Should we just kick Nick out? That's cool.
Oh, I can go to bed.
Just kidding. Alright, so let's begin with our first card, which is 4 cost, 1 range, 1 strength, 3 health, the Evil Minister. And what the Evil Minister does is your opponent cannot search their deck unless they pay 1 resource or are leveling up a champion. With the quotation, "Hehehe, they won't like this." Who wants to kick us off?
That's funny.
It's us.
I mean, it's situational at the best.
But even if it's situational, it's just like a 1 cost to search your deck. That's not bad. So you're doing a blooming for 5, and then you still get the natural play in your curve because it's 9. So you don't actually have to commit any more resources, right? So
Yeah, true. You could still do the whole blue moon.
It's not setting
play it again.
It's not setting yourself that far back, or it's not setting your opponent that far back because 1 resource is just not that much. When there are so many, because trade is such an easy way to gain resources, it's just discard 1 essentially, or it's put 1 into this zone. You can always get it back later. You can put a really high cost in, or you can even just put like a 2 cost in, and then it negates this effect. And there being a 1/3 on the stat line is really bad. A 1/3 is just not good enough for this effect. With 1 range as well, costing 4, it's just never good enough. And the fact that it doesn't do it on leveling up a champion, I know it'd make it like good, but like it needs something similar, you know?
It needs something better about it. I feel like 1/3 just isn't strong enough to stay on the field for long. Whereas like you get the same sort of issue with Taxman. Maybe not Fat Chancellor because of the additional health, I believe. But yeah, this just doesn't stay on for long. And realistically, it can stay on because it's only swinging one attack, which really isn't much. And yeah, the ability isn't strong enough for me to be caring as much as the Taxman or Fat Chancellor.
Yeah, I can't lie. I pretty much agree with Nick and Cavish here. Like, if it was a few more resources, then we'd be talking a bit more, but because it's only 1 resource, I feel like that's very easy to get by. And also the leveling up a champion condition, I feel like that's not really going to happen too often. So maybe a bit more with now Longfeng and Yang Bei, but again, it's not really going to happen too much. So yeah.
It doesn't even affect that, by the way. It doesn't affect leveling up a champion.
Yeah, it doesn't bother that. So it's quite useless against that.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump in here and actually give a segue to MJ, because MJ has seen what an ass card this can actually be. So, MJ, please take the stage on this.
So, I mean, you see people play cards like this, and it's always good to consider a card as a standalone, but most of the time, you're considering it as part of combos, you're considering it as part of a deck as a whole. If you've got that sort of deck where you're trying to limit what the other person can do, so you've got some evil ministers in there, making them pay extra resources. You've got some taxmen in there, limiting their resources. You've got some, I don't know, let's say some blossoms cards as well, that's stopping them from doing what they want. You are shutting down a lot of what they want to do. Like, you get what, like, if you get one of these on the field, they can search once. If they've got a search card, they can play that one card that they search for, and that is it. You get either one card on the field, or you get two cards on the field, one of which is most likely, if it's going to be two, it's going to be Blooming Recruiter, who isn't any better in stats than Evil Minister. So, as part of that combination as a whole, it's working really well. When just considering it as a singular card by itself, of course it's never going to be brilliant. Most cards aren't made to be played by themselves, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like with more ministers in the future as well, or more of that style of card where it's just consistently drowning you with resources, then I think it has something to stand on. Also, Hinchy, quick question. So obviously it states can't search their deck unless they pay the one resource. Let's say we're in a scenario where someone plays a call up, uses their last 4 resources and they've got nothing left and they can't trade anything, and then this card's on the field, so they can't really pay. Does that call up still officially classed as being used, or does it just go back to the hand?
That is used.
Cool. So yeah, that's great in that scenario. It could just be that little thing where once a game someone just completely forgets what it does and they've just wasted the only useful card that they had. I guess it's good in that point.
Tax deck. Sorry.
We're gonna make a fully tax deck, but no, like, this card was actually nerfed. Before it was a 3 cost, and it would force people to pay 2, right? And when we did that deck event where I think one of Brian's friends, Owen, played, once the opponent got Taxman and Evil Minister out, you're pretty much locked down because you lose 1 resource and then you have to pay 2 resources. So then you're basically spending, you've only got remaining 7 resources to go search, and you're playing a search card which is most ideally 4 cost, giving you 3 resources remaining, and you're not going to be playing a 3 cost card off that search. And even if
if it's fresh recruits, you get a 2 cost.
Yeah, but like, you know, everyone's going for the Blue Moon combo, but that's why I had to nerf this a bit and make it slightly worse. But if you protect this card and play it with the Minister package, you're gaining so many benefits. Because even if you've got 2 taxmen, or even all 3 taxmen with 1 evil minister, they're cooked. You get 2 evil ministers out, they're screwed. If you get all 3 evil ministers out, they're paying 3 to search their deck, just to search.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, to be honest, there'll be one day I can imagine, Hinchy, when you're going to release a card which is like, do something for every minister on the field, or every tax, or that whole like range of card on the field, and then that deck is OP as hell. Like, again, this is very good, but it's very situational at the same time. It has a lot of future movement for when we got more stuff coming in, but for now there's only a few scenarios where this really bothers someone.
I think,
especially if it's not start the game. Karen.
I think this card is like, you were saying about having 3 of them down, right? So having 3 of them down, sure, it might be great, but seeing 1 card is hard enough in this game. but seeing 3 copies of that same card, I know you're probably gonna mention, oh, it's just luck of the draw, but it's luck of the draw when you're drawing 1, but drawing 3, like, we've actually got to talk consistency here. This card can be searched, but you're never gonna search this card realistically. There's not many situations you're gonna search it, and in my opinion, the strongest combo in the game right now is Blue Moon Recruiter into Blue Moon Archer. That's the strongest combo. To shut that down, you need all 3 of these, or you need 2 of these in a Taxman, or any combination of 3 Evil Minister and Taxman, right? That being a 3 card combo to shut down an 8 cost is just like at that point it's not even worth doing. You might as well just play it yourself, because then you're paying 12 resources for that. I know it's going to work consistently throughout the game, but you can't even make the point of hiding it, because how many things have like high range right now? Like last week we talked, I think 3 cards that had like multiple range, right? And then there's so many others that are already out that are just going to pinpoint this card because it's so weak and just get it off the board. It's hard to protect this, because if you put this in the back, then you can't reinforce. But if you put it in the middle, they're just going to snipe the things out the back and just whittle their way out to it, because your opponent might not even search the deck. And if your opponent doesn't search the deck, this card doesn't do anything, don't forget. Like, your opponent can just play like a disruption game. They can use intelligence sellers, they can use like other cards like your fortune tellers, things like that, just to disrupt you without searching their deck. And then this card does nothing, and it's such a bad stat line that it's such a situational effect, it just doesn't work in this game right now. It needs a lot more support for it to be viable at all.
Yeah, I feel like the cost is just too. Sorry, I was just gonna say the cost seems too heavy for what it is, 100%. And like Nick was saying, you're definitely gonna wanna get other 4-cost units, especially when you're using like call up. You definitely want to call upon, your Blue Moon Recruiters, your Fortune Tellers, even though that's a 3-cost unit. I would argue that's even a better card than this. So yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. I would take that and a Veteran Hay over this, but I'm pretty sure everyone would.
Yeah, I hope so.
See a smirk from NJ.
I'd say depends on the situation. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but then you can say that with every card, so then every card just
Exactly.
becomes... No, but then every card becomes good, and that's not how game balance works! That's like my 1-cost sword recruit can become good if my opponent, like, dies on the spot. It's like...
Exactly!
Like...
No. Oh.
Like, I can see a lot of play, like a lot of control players like MJ. If you're building up wolves with a builder bar, and then you're playing blossoms, then you're playing all these like tax people, you're going to get value out of this. Because remember, how many lanes have you got? You've got 5. You're not playing head on. You can literally stick him right on the other side, stick something else on the other side, and then just detour them. Then you're saving them. Like, if you build your strategy around, having that tax, let's just call it the tax combo, right?
Bro's mic died.
Alright, whilst his mic died, right. This is just such a bad combo to work around, because your opponent can just not search their deck, and then what's this card doing? This card does nothing. Like, your opponent sees this, and if they can't pay the resources, they're just not gonna search their deck. Like,
it's a 1 out of 10 success. Like, it's not terrible, but it's a very small chance that this is gonna be your saving grace.
it's just so much counterplay to it. Like, oh, I'm just gonna play the cards in my hand. Whoa, who would have thought? Don't have to go through my deck. I'm just gonna kill this card with cards in my hand, and then, yeah. Like, and then I know exactly what people are gonna say. They're gonna be like, oh, but in the late game, I don't care about the late game, bro. I'm gonna have things, at this point, if this is coming down in my late game, they're chipping me for one
This
damage,
card,
bro.
to be honest, is not going to be useful in late game. You should already have all your cards there. It's going to be like start to middle at the latest.
Yeah, and if you want to make that point about the late game, right? This is doing 1 damage. I can search for 1 turn, even if I can't play the thing in the same turn. You're doing 2 damage off that. Sure, you might be doing other things, but like this card alone won't be doing much. It's just never. There's no world right now this is good.
I feel like if you're using this card,
back.
oh sorry,
That's okay, Siobhan. Go ahead.
cheers. Yeah, I was gonna say if you're using this card as a main strategy, you're definitely doing something wrong, especially with the current card pool. So that's my opinion. But yeah, sorry, go ahead, Enchi.
I agree. These cards are not designed to be primary, like, strategy cards. Your primary ones are the big armies. These guys are like secondary archetypes to support your play style. If you want to go for an aggro control. If you want to go control, then you go control. Defense control. Mid-range combo control, mid-range combo control. Right, it's not meant to be the perfect center, but who knows? Like Kavish said, I could just make some busted ass card and like stick it on there, and I don't know, maybe even have a minister call up, and you can just search out a minister whenever you like. Whoa, that would be insane. But on that note, let's swiftly get into the boom section. And we're gonna start with Kavish, then go Nick, MJ, then Shaban. So
out of 5, isn't it?
Giving this out of 5.
I'm gonna give it a 2. I would usually just give this a 1, being honest, but the 2 is for the future implications of when there are more potential ministers or whatever that region of cards are called. It can be quite useful, but right now, not too well.
Pretty much the exact same points as Kavish just made, but I'm giving it a 1.5.
That's one to go.
Yeah, me and him are like, it's just the neurons have connected. That's what's happened. Like, that's all it is.
Connected with Kavish, yeah.
Yeah.
How did you connect to me?
My Wenho is linked with his Wenho.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay, MJ.
How so?
Oh wait, Siobhan, we don't want to go down that route. We don't want to go down that route.
I'm gonna go boom boom bow 2.5. It's a decent card. People will use it. There you go.
All right, and Shaban.
I'm gonna go for like a 1.7 out of 5 booms. I can't lie. It's alright. Like, it's not even alright. It's dead. I'll be real. It's like.
Oh no, that's the question. If you have to go to 0.5, would you go 1.5? Would you go 2?
What, me?
Yeah.
I'd go 1.5. I can't lie.
Wait, but
Even with you. Huh? Wait, say that again, Nick.
Hold on, but is that not how?
He said if I was going to go to 1.5 or 2, which one would I go to? I said 1.5.
What? Hold on, yeah, but if you put it at 1.7, surely that means you go up. No, wait, no,
That's what you rounding to.
Bro, my head's spinning.
Anyway,
in the game, Nick has not got the maths.
But yeah, I just feel like even with support, I feel like by that time there will be so many more better cards that it won't even be worth it, even with the support. That's just me though. I feel like with the cards I feel like are going to come out, or in my head anyway, I actually don't even know what's coming out, but in my head I feel like there will be better cards. So that's my opinion.
Well, I love that. Well, I can let you guys know there will be better and there will be worse. And then there will be just cards that you will never play, but you might want to collect.
We're going to collect them all, no matter how bad they are.
He has got a really cool beard though, to be fair. Like, damn, that's long as well.
Bro's twiddling with it.
Yeah, bro's stroking it.
I know. He's got the evil beard twiddle.
He does. So we're doing Keen Recruit. Which is a 2-cost, 1 range, 1 strength, 3 health. Once per turn, move this unit behind a unit you control.
Bro really put all the dead cards in one video.
Yeah.
No, I gotta disagree with you there.
I disagree, yeah.
So me and NJ will probably have the exact same opinion on this. When we had a game a few weeks ago, we both had individual moments where we had this card, and it's great. I think it's really good. This mixed up with I think it's a Blossom, just correct me if I'm wrong, the one that allows you to, I think is it a Tactician?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you can pretty much move a few things a few different times. It's really good. I think the Keen Recruit is amazing. It's pretty good.
Can I ask a ruling question?
Go on.
Does this count as this unit's one move per turn? So if I use this effect, can I move it again or no?
Yeah, this doesn't count as its move.
That's nuts then, yeah, this card's insane.
It's great.
Bro, imagine,
So
because
you
like,
can move
Wait.
him, then move him again.
yeah,
The old version of this card didn't have that effect, did it?
no.
The old version of this
Yeah.
card was vanilla, and it had the quote, "I'm ready to help."
Okay.
Whoa.
Maybe because I haven't used this, I don't really know about it too much. But to be honest, from what you've just described and the way you can play it, this actually might be alright then.
Yeah, so think of it this way, right? This will allow you to pretty much reach most lanes in the game if you have an established board presence. You have to have 2 cards up to be able to reach every lane, theoretically. If you have a card in lane 2 and a card in lane 4, this card has access to every single lane. So then,
Yeah.
no matter, it can either swing in for a cheeky 1 poke, or you can like buff it up, or like it can even just move behind just to defend something, because for 2 cost, a 3 defense is quite nice. And the
Also
ability just to
remember-
bounce around.
Yeah, to be fair,
He has to move behind a unit you control.
Exactly, that's why I'm saying, if you have a unit in lane 2
Yeah.
and lane 4,
Yeah.
it will hit anywhere, because it
Yeah,
moves
that
into
works.
lane 2, it goes into lane 1 and 3, it goes into lane 4, it goes into 3 and 5.
I can't lie, its effect as well. It kind of goes along with the actual wording keen recruit, because a keen recruit would want to move around quite a lot and help out where it can. So
And he's always
that's
ready
pretty-
to
that's
help.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
It's like I did it on purpose.
Oh my god.
Whoa! I
Whoa!
card effect and the quote. Whoa!
Oh my god.
Yeah, this mixed with a Blossom's Tactician, and you could use it to move a few different times a turn. You could use it to assist the one attack and then move it to another place for if your opponent's going to kill something in front of it. Just use it to reinforce it and get this killed off instead. There's so many different applications, and for two resources, it's really good. It's just
And-
perfect support.
MJ, what do you think?
So, yeah, exactly the game we played, I had this basically behind a Blossom's Tactician. So you would move Blossom's Tactician once, you'd use Blossom's Tactician effect to move it again. You'd move Keen Recruit straight away behind it. You've got 2 cards there as a combo that are that together are moving at least 2 lanes a turn. They can, and Keen Recruit can move more than that. You could move behind something else, you could move it, and then you could use a Blossom's Tactician to move it again. It could essentially like move across the whole board throughout your turn if you really want it to. Then
I feel
also,
like- Sorry, MJ, carry on.
this is just a good card as well if you have fresh recruits and you want that extra 2 cost in your deck as well, because I think that's the thing that a lot of people end up doing by mistake is they don't have many 2 cost cards in their deck, so they try playing fresh recruits when they've already had one of them come through, and they don't have anything to draw, so they lose the card. And having more 2 cost units like this as well really help that utility of being able to keep using fresh recruits even later into the game when you've drawn more cards.
I feel like this is a great card, especially when you need to reinforce or support. Mainly reinforcing though, because of that 3 defense. Especially if you got like a champion or, a really good card like, it's like Blue Moon's Archer you want to protect. This is an amazing card in terms of that. Just for that extra defensive support, so you can keep that card in the game as long as possible.
Yeah, realistically, depending on if you're in a scenario where you've got 2 kind of lanes filled, like 2 and 4, like Nick said, so you got an archer, and realistically, you could move this in front of the archer as well. You move it behind the archer, you get the archer to move down and bring that in front in the next lane. I don't think there's many downfalls of this card. It just works really well. And 3 health isn't terrible.
Okay, well, based on that, guys, how many booms we giving? Same order, please.
That's starting with me, isn't it?
That's right, Cavish.
Yeah, this is the first one I'm giving it a 5 boom. I think this card is
Wow.
perfect. I would actually give it less booms if it had more attack, because then I think it would be broken. But I think this card just does well. I would 100% use it.
That's fair. I think I don't know if I can put it at a 5. I really want to. Like, I really, really want to. But I just don't.
Do it.
I actually think it. Yeah, I think it is a 5. There's no way I can justify it not. It's just
Wow.
perfect. It is just perfect. I've literally just been trying to think of a way it's not perfect. But like the only way I can think is like, oh, it doesn't have more than one range, but you're not using it to attack really. So like, what's the point? It's one attack, so you're using it as your support. Like he's ready to help. He's bouncing around everywhere. He's like that annoying little brother, right? That you can never get rid of. He just bounces around everywhere and gets on your nut.
Gets on your what? Sorry?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Terrible stories.
I think I'm done.
What do you and your little brother get up to? Alright, I'm gonna
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
swiftly move on to MJ.
Whoa, please don't swiftly move on my nut.
Oh my days.
Can I retire?
Going to say boom, boom, boom. 3 booms.
Damn, what?
I am more of the
What?
opinion. It's absolutely great how it can move about so much. It works well with quite a few cards, but I feel like this is something that other people here would normally say, is the fact that it can only contribute into one of the attacks that you're doing. So yes, it can move about a lot, but it's a great defense, but the offense isn't there with it to match up with it.
Can I make the point that sure you're not using this card for offense, but it's the versatility of it. It's the fact that it can literally get anywhere you want it to be. Like, it's not like there are great attacking cards like Blue Moon Archer, but that's a 5, right? But we don't say, oh, this card is really good at attack, but it can't do anything on defense. Like, cards have functions, and that's why we use them. So saying this card is really good at this one thing, but it's really bad at one thing, like,
It's
just
exactly
not
what
how it
you said
works.
before.
no, I've said this card has a flaw because this will counter it, or like this is gonna happen, right? But the cards that I've said that to aren't good at their good thing. Like, they're mediocre at their good thing. But this is great at its good thing, so it's a 5.
Okay, well, you have to remember that, well, you boom your way, I boom mine.
Okay, that's crazy.
Just like how your brother.
Nope, I don't actually have a little brother, for the record, by the way.
Are you sure you ain't in your basement?
I wish I had a. No, wait, hold on.
Poor Nick, you got a bit.
Can I get cut off the video? Please. I don't want to be here. I want to go home. Hinchy's keeping me on my own accord. I don't want to be here. I'm being
Why
trapped.
did Cabbage just do a cricket?
Incriminating yourself. Oh, okay. Shabai.
I'm being trapped here. This isn't by will.
Okay. It is very hard to not give this a 5. I'm trying to think in my head. I have been trying to think every single way this isn't a 5.
No, you're
Like, I can't lie, I completely I completely retract my statement on saying this is a dead card. This is I low-key didn't even read the effect properly, because I haven't looked at this card properly, but yeah, like its old version was pretty bad, but now that I've read this and sort of gone over the applications of it, it's amazing. Like, there's not a situation where this isn't a good card. You wanna have as many units behind your big hitters as much as possible. You want that all the time, and the fact that this has this is amazing. So I think just for the future of other cards, I'll give it a 4.8 out of 5. But yeah, I feel like it's an amazing card.
I love how
That
Shabai
is.
gives the most random numbers. And it just not hold whatsoever.
Nope.
Okay.
You gotta deal with it.
Well, that's good. Let's swiftly move on to our next card.
But we've already done it.
And do you really want to question the host of this show?
Yes. I question a lot of things about you, Hingy.
I do the same thing with the things you say on this podcast, mate.
Yeah, but at least I don't have a McDonald's haircut, bro. Like, I'm gonna get this food.
Yours is more like the Golden Arches.
The thing is, right? It's McDonald's. It's McDonald's, but I'm not loving it, Hingy. I'm not loving it.
Oh no, I actually saw it in person and it looks good, man.
Nick is for your information, people at the gym love it. This is like hot news, bro.
It's because they have nothing better to do apart from hit weights and look at people's heads. Like,
yeah, exactly. And they chose my head. Anyway, that's not the point.
Which one?
I love Hinchy's head.
Whoa! That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Okay, we need to talk about the Firehound again. Obviously,
The Firehead.
Nick, one more comment whilst I'm doing this introduction, and I'm kicking you out.
No, I mean, oh no.
Hinchy, can you please do the speech of the Firehound, please?
Yes. Wait, what speech?
Can we?
As in the quote.
Yeah, the quote. Of course.
We should all take it in turns to do this quote. See who does it best.
Yeah, right.
Okay, fine. It's a 2 cost, 1 range, 2 strength, 1 health, with the ability deal 1 damage to the unit that defeated this unit in battle. With the quote, "Growl."
Why did that sound like ooh woo?
This is exactly why this unit's not going to be in my deck, bro. God damn.
Shaban, you've got to do it now because you started this.
Oh no.
Yeah, go on.
Right.
Go on.
Everyone's got to do it though, yeah?
Everyone's got.
Yeah. Alright, boys, moving on. Wrap it up, moving on.
Okay,
His effect is great.
Cavish, you've got to do it.
I ain't shouting, but wow.
I like that. Nick, go on.
Grow on.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh, bro, flipping clipped his mic.
MJ.
Oh, dude. MJ, we're waiting.
MJ, come on.
The cringe is building up in me.
Yeah, we feel it
We've all
too.
done it.
Yeah, that was the noise I made. That was me.
Come on, MJ.
My stomach just made the noise instead.
Peer pressure is allowed in these videos.
MJ.
Now it's your time, MJ.
Did it? You missed it.
What? Nah, he's capping.
Moving
capping.
on.
Oh, no, we can't move. No, we're not moving on. This is a 2-hour episode.
I
MJ
did
said.
it. It's not my fault you were all talking.
Do it again. Please?
Oh.
I said please.
Fine. Since you asked so nicely.
Yay.
Well?
Oh, it's like a poppy firehound. Okay, let's actually get into the stats now because we've got 3 players that have played this in person and Nick's like obnoxious opinion. So what's everyone's opinion of this card now? You've used it in person.
I think it's just another good version of a snow golem. Like it's good. It's not amazing. It's not bad.
Snow Golem better.
Oh, I don't know though. But yeah, might be.
In my opinion, Snow Golem better, but yeah.
But realistically, this when dies deals 3 damage back to whatever unit's attacking it. That's not bad. I think that's better than
3
Snow
damage?
Golem. Well, if it hits back for 2
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
and then dies, then it takes another
That's
one.
one additional. So one more damage than
so
Snow Golem
3
is.
damage back is, I think that's pretty good. That stops most units or cuts in half every other one. I think that's pretty good.
Thing is, you can most of the time you're swinging with this unit for 1 and then it's dead anyway. You're not gonna put anything like a simple shield or whatever. I feel like that's pretty obsolete now in decks anyway. You're not gonna put like a Heavenly Peach on this. This thing's gonna die in 1 hit. And with Snow Golem, sometimes it can actually survive for another go. So it affects,
agreed.
its effect also lasts longer.
Is just to play it in front of a champion or play it in front of something and just get it killed as soon as. Literally just bring them in, fresh recruits, put them down in front of everything and just get them gone. So that works quite well.
Yeah, use it like a pilot in the old wars. It's like a kamikaze. You just shove it down when you want it to die. You're not playing this card to live. You're playing this card to be an impact play, right? Yeah.
Does this, does this work with Blue Moon knocking into the other lane? If it kills it, does that Blue Moon take 1 less? Great. Yeah, so I think that's pretty good.
So imagine, right, you're going, your first turn, they play something, you go, okay, cool, fresh recruits. Fresh recruits goes 2 fire hounds. That's theoretically 6 damage off 8 resources, which is quite efficient for resources. Sure, you don't have a board, which is a minor downside, but it means you can just like go after smaller bodies quite early on, or you can go after like a big body together and just poke it in.
Poke what in?
Poke your hound into their gap of a defense.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. Appreciate it.
Anytime. For any queries, vortex_3343 on Discord.
I've got queries, Nick.
Look, that's for people to know and me to hopefully never actually find out.
MJ, what do you think?
I think this has worked quite well as like an anti-Shen sort of card as well. So like people will use this when Shen's on his last legs. So let's say he's down to if he's down to his final 3 health when you're using this against it would stop him from leveling up, because technically then it's not the battle that's defeated it, it's the extra 1 damage over the top that isn't.
Oh, is that how it works?
Isn't quite part of I'm assuming it's not part of, but the battle damage, because otherwise Blue Moon Arch
I agree with them
back as well.
Yeah, I think MJ makes sense.
That does.
I do sometimes make sense, yeah. I do know some things.
But it's often like a casual makes sense.
The rivalry is strong between these two, and
it's not even a rivalry. It's one.
You know what? I'm a back MJ. In terms of the tournament, he actually did the best that day. So
yeah, but I wasn't there, so that's
true,
why.
True,
but you're not allowed to play.
Well.
Yeah, and it's not because I'm a senior rep. It's because I'm too good. That's why.
Yeah, I'm gonna put bounty on Nick's head. Anyone?
I've already put a bounty.
And I'll be taking that.
And
good luck,
someone
Cavendish.
needs to humble Nick with every card that he's disrespected.
If you do that, I will personally give you.
Yeah, no, we said this in another video. You said you'd give them like 5 packs or something.
Yeah, I'll up it to 10 at this point. I'm not scared.
I'll take that.
To be fair, if there's every bad card you said, they'll probably lose. I'll be raw.
Yeah, because they're bad. Like, there's no doubt about that. You can't beat me. Even Cavendish can't beat me with bad cards. And I think he's one of the good players.
Nick's on a wild rampage tonight. Have you? What's going on here? Nick, he's a bit too excited to.
I'm a bit too tired, so. I'm underpaid by Hinchy. It's slavery. I don't want to be here. Send me home.
Let's get our booms on, Cavish.
That's crazy. Whoa! I don't want to get booming with you, Hinchy.
I'll go with 3 booms. Again, it's great. Like, there's nothing too bad about it, but there's nothing too amazing about it either. Works well. You know what? With what MJ said, actually, bring an hand to mind, I'll give it a 4 because that's probably one of Shen's battle counters. His leveled up counters.
For now.
For now.
For now. MJ knows.
I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5. It's like okay. It's like slightly better than like average. So it's just kind of 3.5. There's not much bad to say. Like the only like real issue I have is it has to kill itself, right? And we don't like when things kill themselves. So yeah.
Unless it's battling something in defense position.
But then the whole point of the card is just gone.
Yeah, but he's on about if you use it with Yang Bei.
Well, I'm just saying it'd last a bit longer. You get to use it again. To attack.
If you use it with Yang Bei, it makes it even better. To be fair.
No, what? How? It makes it.
It would. No, it would because when it gets defeated, it's dealing 1 damage and you take no damage as well. And you can attack in defense position.
Yeah, I guess so.
It does make it better.
This is a decent card.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I just think Yang Bei's ass in general, though, so it doesn't really like boost its case.
I'm gonna go. Boom, 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 boom. I want this in my deck. I've already got it in my deck, so it's good as well. Fresh recruits, 2 cost, something else to be able to search for.
Saban.
Cool. I'm going boom, boom, boom. 3 booms. I feel like it's a good card. I feel like MJ's point was good as well. That is situational though, and I feel like me personally, I'd rather run Longfeng, sorry. I'd rather run him than Shen at the moment. So yeah, and I feel like as more champions come along, unfortunately, unless Shen gets like a reskin with a different like theme going on and different weapons, etc., he's going to become a little bit obsolete. So yeah, I think it's a solid card though. I'd maybe interchange between this and Snow Golem depending on who I'm facing and what champions I'm facing. But yeah, overall a solid card. Keen Recruits is definitely the best 2 cost unit though, 100%.
Okay, brilliant. Now, with that out of the way, let's move on to our final card of this fine evening with these fine gentlemen. Stare down. 4 cost order card. Choose a unit, it cannot move anymore. With the quote, What are you? So
yeah, what is that? That's something I actually want to know, but I'm guessing this will be revealed later down the line.
What do you think? Firstly, let's go into like the cool artwork aspect of it. What do you think that
Shout out Brandon. Some sort of like goddess figure, higher being type figure. That's what I feel. It's giving that sort of aura. And that looks like a villager of some sort, so maybe they've descended upon a village or something. I don't know.
That looks like a recruit.
Could be,
like,
yeah, it could
like
be
a spear recruit or something.
Potentially. But I don't think the spear recruits wear those hats. If I'm right on the artwork, they wear like a headband.
I feel like one of them wore a hat.
Yeah.
Let's just check. I shall see.
I was just about to get the cards out.
I feel like
welcome to Dynasty lore theory.
But yeah, bro, that needs to be another segment of the podcast, bro. Dynasty lore theory. Oh my god, that'd be insane. I love lore.
You guys are loving this right now. Seeing,
bro, that is definitely a goddess-like figure. Like, I don't see it being anything else, or someone very powerful at the very least.
It looks like a battle maiden.
None of them wear that sort of hat.
Really? I swear.
That's more like a villager type hat, I feel.
You know what?
Build a bar.
Build a bar, yeah. Build a bar.
Closest is build a bar, but his is more of like a brown look.
Maybe now lighting though. Lighting.
That's something what a villager would wear. That's my opinion, I think. But yeah, someone who's clearly very shocked at seeing this. They've never seen anything like this before from the text. So it's someone who definitely has aura about them.
I wonder what they're holding in this hand.
Some sort of stuff.
I wonder.
Yeah, some sort of stuff. I'm not exactly sure what it might be or what it might do. They've got some sort of light or fire in their hands as well, and light protruding from their eyes. So yeah.
He's holding the wood.
The original ability of this used to be something in regards to it couldn't attack what was in front of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, okay, now you guys have had that, I'll reveal it one day on Dynasty Lore Theory, which might come out next year, maybe this year. Depends how much time I have, depends how much time these guys have. But the ability, choose a unit and cannot move anymore.
Yeah, I think it's a decent card. I feel like it's best used in situations where you might not have as much control as you want in a game, and you really need to get rid of this unit. For example, like a Long Feng, and you need to just drill into him with everything you've got, and you don't want him to go anywhere. I feel like it's something that might be useful then, but in all scenarios, it might not be amazing. I feel like it's just a good card. Nothing like, it doesn't blow my mind type thing.
It's a Blue Moon Archer counter. If there's nothing there to attack, then and it can never move, then great. It counters Tactician, and even though the Keen Recruit is only a 2 resource, so it's a waste of resources using it on that, it counters that as well. It's not bad, but I think it's a bit spinny for that. Maybe a 3, but
I think it's good in situations because it can avoid like lethal or like avoid really big attacks. Because you can use it on the offense to be like, okay, I'm gonna like freeze this, I'm just gonna pin it down. And you can use it on the defense like the Blue Moon, but you can also use it like, if I'm gonna set up these walls, I'm gonna put this in place where it's like, I'm gonna choose a really weak card. If it's at the front, like say your opponent like makes a mistake, they put it at the front of like the lane, right? If it can't move out the front of the lane, then it's the only card that can attack in that lane, right?
No, if you got something behind with more range, you could still use that to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. True. Yeah, but you're still then
damage on that one, then, aren't you?
Like, it's just making it a bit harder to like for your opponent to attack you, so you can then build up your walls, build up a bit of a slower game plan, and then start to play through that.
You'll say it works well with the Blossoms because they're all about like controlling movement and controlling when your opponent can move. This works really well with that, but again, like Cavish said, it also works really well against them because they have their own movement effects as well. So it's sort of a good for and against with the Blossoms. And then, yeah, sort of going with what everyone else has been saying, it's anything else that you know that they want to be protecting. If they can't move it, it becomes a hell of a lot harder to protect it.
Anyone got any other points about this card?
It's fairly straightforward on this one.
Yeah. And on Nick's yawning note, let's do our booms.
I'm a bit tough for this one. I'm either giving it a 2 or a 3. Probably leaning more towards 3. Very situational, but it's got a few good uses. Again, anything that can slow down an archer or a Blue Moon Archer, to be specific, is very good. Because everyone's going to use that card realistically for the upcoming future. Until there's something that's way better or until it changes, which probably quite slow. I'll give it a 3.
I agree. I think it's also a 3. It's quite versatile, but then like it's, I don't know, I just think the 4 is kind of iffy. I do also think this is really nice because don't forget, orders have like quick play timing, so you can play them in your opponent's turn at any time. So your opponent could like fully commit into a lane and then try and move something out the lane to like support that, and you can stare down it. If you see your opponent's like played something, they're going to commit into it, and you stare down to stop that.
Could you use this as a reaction? So let's say, you know how you use T-Break. When someone attacks you, you say, no, I'm playing T-Break. Could someone move a Blooming Archer and you say, no, I'm using Stare Down, it has to stay in that original lane?
I don't think so, because it's any more, right? Because any more activates after it's already declared its movement.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm.
Am I right, Angie?
Nick answered it, yeah.
Cool.
That would work well though in like if you're trying to move 2 units and you want to disrupt it. So they move the one, then you stare down. They can't move the other one. Break up their combo.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So boom, boom, boom. 3 booms. Yeah. Don't think there's much more to say.
Yeah, I feel like this might be the first time where everyone exactly agrees. Like, this is probably going to be a 3 from me as well. Just simply because I feel like, yeah, it's good in the sense that you can definitely break up combos and you can also anticipate movement. So if you know someone's going to try and move over to you and try to get some hits into you, then you can sort of anticipate that and use Stare Down. Obviously, to target one of their champions or a powerful card like Blue Moon Archer as well, this is a good card, but the cost is a little bit heavy, and I feel like it's a little bit situational in terms of you might not really even need it. It might just be good to chuck in the trade center because you've already got an established board. So I feel like, it's just a good card. So I'm sticking with the 3.
Alright, brilliant. For once, everyone agrees, and I'm very happy that everyone is agreeing and that there's no conflict. Well, I just want to say a big thank you to all our Patreon subscribers out there and everyone else that's supporting the game, following the game, watching us talk about nonsense, and accepting that Nick is a slight weirdo.
I know. Whoa, hold on. I don't agree to that one.
Thank you to everyone, and I'm going to let these guys do their outro.
Nick's triggered. In that case, I'm Shaban, also known as Carnes. You'll catch me at a lot of the Birmingham events if you guys are trying to play in the in-person tournaments. Hopefully we'll be running a lot more like that and giving out more prizes. Hinji, bless him, is always giving out his soul in terms of free stuff. So yeah, definitely try to come along, but I will catch you guys soon.
Hinchi is a bad person. I don't like him.
And